What is up, horse racing fans? Welcome to another episode of the Inside Post. Here we are in the early morning of Saturday, September 2nd, giving you our best bets for the Pacific Classic, the Grade 1 FanDuel Racing Classic out at Del Mar Race Park. We have a Grade 1 race here on the Saturday card for 3-year-olds and up. Looks to be a fantastic card with a lot of really good horses setting themselves up for probably a Breeders' Cup Classic run in the fall. We will give you kind of our top pick, a look at these past performances, one long shot pick to consider, and a couple other horses that we do like. So obviously, going right off the gate, out of the gate, right on the rail, Go Rocket Go, or Go Rocket Ride, excuse me. There's a Go Rocket Go also. Seems to be the horse in here that will be more than likely favorited. As you can see, horse has been improving on the speed figure side. Big 100 last time out in that Grade 1 Haskell at Monmouth back on July 22nd. Comes back or ships back to the California side in here for the Del Mar Pacific Classic. Looking to pick up another win for Richard Mandela. We'll get Mike Smith again aboard. He was aboard the horse in the Haskell, beating out Arabian Night. In the Haskell, kind of setting himself up again to be favorite, second choice, third choice going into Breeders' Cup Classic. I think we'll expect a big run again from Go Rocket Ride. Looks to be a horse that's really still in good form, working out really well. Looks to be posted a workout August 31st on the Del Mar track. So again, was able to ship back, put a couple works in to kind of set himself up for this race. Speed figures, again, are the higher ones in this field. Prime Power is third right now, 144. There's some other horses with a little bit better prime power. Interesting enough, the horse was 12-1 last out in that Haskell, so a pretty good price. We're not going to see that price here at 5-2. Probably going to be a little bit closer to 2-1, maybe a little bit 6-5 coming in to this race. But again, the horse has obviously hit the board in its 4 starts, 1 second in the San Felipe, winner of the Affirmed, then of course the big Haskell. So a horse that is definitely trending up, trending in the right direction, and looks to be a good horse fitted for this race. Next, looking at 2 horses in here, we have the Baffert Train Defunded with Juan Hernandez. Speed figures coming out of the California, the Grade 2, and the Gold Cup, a Grade 1, looked really, really good at 100 and 101. Really expected this horse to improve going into the San Diego Handicap, and kind of had a little bit of regression there. Looked like was kind of not really out of the gate like it did in the Gold Cup, where it kind of wired the field. And the California did rally from the back to win that race. But I think there was just a little bit more class, a little bit more speed in that San Diego. That kind of threw Defunded off a little bit there. Did get a little bit of shorter distance, so was running a 1 1/8, 1 1/4. That cut back to a 1 1/16. Could have been the issue for Defunded early on in that race. However, I think in here this horse will be more than likely second, third betting option. Has earned over 1.6 million. I mean, you have to consider this horse just from what it's been able to do. 5-year-old gelding. Out of Dialed In with Mineshaft. Again, 18-7 lifetime. The speed figures are there. The workouts are there. Posted a pretty good workout August 29th. 4 furlongs, 47 and 2. So looks really good coming into this race. If you look at some of the horses that this Defunded horse has ran against, I mean, you got Senor Buscador, who's also in your Slow Down Andy. Stiletto Boy several times has beaten out Country Grammar, or has ran with Country Grammar, battled Country Grammar back in 2022 in the late fall. Um, Faced off against Art Collector, again faced off against Proxy. Just really good class that the horses ran in. So we'll see if the experience kind of pays off for Defunded, kind of going up against the likes of Go Rocket Ride with only having 4. This will be the 5th start. So interesting to see. Again, posted a pretty good 2 workouts now for Bob Baffert at the Del Mar for its training times. Again, the other one, Arabian Night, could be the second. Maybe it sneaks up and becomes the first choice. Was favorited in the Grade 1 Haskell, beat out by Go Rocket Ride, of course. Finished 3rd in there. Kind of was passed late. Went kind of try to go to the lead, dictating the pace. Probably the same scenario we'll get in here by Arabian Lion. Another one that's put in some pretty good workouts. Went 5 furlongs last out on the Del Mar track, 59-3. So interesting to see what this horse will do. Probably going to try to go to the lead yet again. The other pace horse in here, I believe, could be Slow Down Andy, that tries to get to the lead as well, or sits just off the lead as a pace presser. Go Rocket Ride could go to the lead, but I feel like they're going to set up just off the pace like they've done in the last 3 starts. Arabian Lion does have a little bit of slower speed figures. If it can get back to that 104 when it was running its maiden, this horse is going to be tough to beat in here. The speed figures have been decreasing, however, but we do see it obviously going to post a big number. I mean, if you look at trends of other Baffert horses, they're always expected to run big or run a fast speed figure. The horse really has one bad race, and that was the Haskell. I believe it kind of got shuffled outside a little bit in there from the lead, and then like again in the stretch, passed by Go Rocket Ride. So definitely one that should kind of turn or come back in here and run another pretty big race. So outside of those 2 Bafferts, and of course Go Rocket Ride, another interesting one, somewhat of a, not really a price, but Slow Down Andy is interesting. You look at the horse's last 5 starts as running Grade 1, Grade 2 Stakes Company, comes out of the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile, the Awesome Again, the Del Mar Derby, the Met Mile, and then gets put in the San Diego Handicap, finishing second behind Senor Buscador. What's interesting, I think if the horse kind of not necessarily gets to the lead, but kind of sits off the lead um, and sticks to that, if it presses Arabian Night in here, I think Slow Down Andy could easily round out your trifectas or even possibly sneak up for an exacta. What's interesting, the horse has ability to run with the pace or with the speed that's going to be in here. He's done it before with running against Senor Buscador or Defunded, where he set just off the lead as that second place horse. The 7 hole should not be an issue. Should be able to get out again. Seems to have pretty good gate speed. Gets Mario Gutierrez aboard. So one that should be able to kind of punch its way through to get up there, and we'll see if it can kind of hold on inside that top 3. This one will probably float up a little bit. Will be interesting to see where the money goes on these other top 3 horses. Slow Down Andy may not take as much money, kicking his price up to maybe double digits as far as like the 10-1 or higher. And the big long shot for us, the hot jockey right now, Antonio Freshu, for Doug O'Neill, seems to be that's a jockey that has all the buzz right now. Interesting to see this one coming into a big Grade 1 stakes race like this. Finishing first last time out. The horse is definitely going to have to improve for Katana. 11-4. The career best is 99 speed figure. Did put in a pretty good workout August 27th, going 6 furlongs and 112. So interesting here at 20-1. definitely going to roll this one in to some trifectas and maybe an exacta that we can maybe get some crazy pace scenario where they either go too fast, too slow, and we'll see what can happen. Looks to be a horse that will come from off the pace. So possibly setting up for that um, early speed or that mid speed. Looks like to have a pretty good late kick. So one to definitely watch if you're a type of bettor that likes to bet the ones that kind of come from the clouds. This one may not be as high as the clouds, but definitely one that looks to make a run late and could be at a pretty good price right now at 20-1. So that's kind of our quick handicapping of the Pacific Classic. Obviously, most people will ride the Go Rocket Ride train in here. If you're a Bob Baffert fan, you're going to ride the Baffert train. Go Rocket Ride looks to be the horse that is in great condition right now. If he can hold off the two contingents of the Bafferts, looks to be setting himself up for a pretty good Breeders' Cup Classic run if he can get through this big test for the Pacific Classic. We thank you for watching, and we hope you subscribe, like our videos, and we hope you win big on September 2nd, as there is a ton of stakes races across the country. Thanks for watching.